Hello everyone, Runner85 here. Today I'm bringing you a team that I got top 8 with at a local MSS this past weekend. And it is a Calyrex Ice Rider team, and so I thought I'd share it and show some games I've played with it. The team might be a bit out of date given the new meta that is developing after Indianapolis, but I think with some modifications this team can be pretty good. So let's start off and go over the team here. So let's start with got an Indeedee here. Your standard Indeedee set, it does have safety goggles to deal with the Amoonguss running around, so you can follow me, any spores that might come your way. It is Terra Fairy, which I'm kind of still debating whether that's the best Terra for it, given the Kyogre's in the field, but it definitely helps against any dark moves coming its way, as you'll see in the videos, in the battles in this video. But definitely standard Indeedee set. I gave it Psyshock instead of Dazzling Gleam because of the wide guards running around. The Psyshock is particularly helpful if you need to break a sash on something like a Calyrex Shadow Rider, for example. You know, you can catch them off guard, break their sash, and then get them the next turn with the Calyrex Ice Rider. Next, we have the Calyrex Ice Rider. It's your standard set. It's a Terra Water. I'm thinking this may eventually become a Terra Grass as the meta slowly develops here, but for this tournament I played, it was a Terra Water. Standard Glacial Lance, highest horsepower, and Trick Room set. Has the clear amulet. Nothing too different here. It's basically the standard set everyone's running. Next up, I think the Gallade here has proven to be so helpful. This is a Sharpness Scope Lens Gallade with Cycle Cut, Sacred Sword, Leaf Blade, and Wide Guard. So it doesn't have Trick Room, which sometimes I really wish it did, but that Leaf Blade on there is so important for the Kyogre matchups that it's really helpful to have. And we're Terra Grass here to get that extra stab damage when we really need to knock out those pesky Kyogres. The Wide Guard is invaluable with all the spread moves running around. And then Psycho Cut and Sacred Sword are just kind of must-haves. The Sacred Sword, I think, is probably the most important for the Zamazencha matchups, because they can, iron defense up, but Sacred Sword cuts through that. The only problem there, obviously, if they have a Terra Fairy or a Terra Ghost, then that's not great, but the Scope Lens helps you get the extra crits. So with Psychic Terrain and Psychic Cut Scope Lens with Sharpness, you can get some good crits and get some really good damage there, so that is helpful. This is a standard Torkoal set. Nothing super there. I don't like the choice specs because I don't like getting locked into Eruption and then getting damage down and not doing anything. So this is just a Charcoal boosted. The Weather Ball is super invaluable when they bring out a Pelipper, and you can just switch from Eruption to Weather Ball, and now you have 100 base power special move to go after anything that needs a sash broken. So that's super helpful. This final Gambit Annihilape is kind of different. It's Choice Scarf, Terra Grass to prevent spores. What's nice about it is it has coaching. So if you don't feel like you need to do any final Gambit stuff and you just want to do some coaching to give your Calyrex a defense and attack boost, you can do that. The U-turn, sometimes I feel like maybe I want to put a Rage Fist there instead. But generally this Annihilape I bring only when there is a imprisoned Trick Room user on the other side and I need to get them off the field so I can set Trick Room. So that's kind of the only reason. And given the way the meta's shifting, this Annihilape may actually go to an Ursaluna so we get some electric immunity. So we'll see how the meta develops in the next week, and that may be a change here in this slot. And then lastly, this is an Urshifu Dark. Single-Strike, it has Wicked Blow, it has Poison Jab over Sucker Punch, and Close Combat. The reason for the Poison Jab over Sucker Punch, if Psychic Terrain is up, then Sucker Punch is not super helpful. And so the Poison Jab is just kind of an extra move to have for any Terra Fairies running around. It's not as powerful, unfortunately, so definitely this weekend I wished it was more powerful. But this is not a zero speed, but a min speed Urshifu. So it has 31 speed IVs, but it is a negative speed nature. And someone I was playing this weekend was like, holy crap, that Urshifu is slow. Because I caught them off guard under Trick Room moving before their Pokemon. So it's definitely helpful when you are battling under Trick Room. If you're not in Trick Room, it's going to underspeed things, so you need to kind of be aware of that. So it's the reason I have an Urshifu on this team is because in Trick Room, teams like to protect, and so you bring out that Urshifu, and they can no longer protect, and so it forces them to either attack or protect and get knocked out anyway. So this is the team. Rental code is here. I hope you enjoy it, and happy battling, everyone. Alrighty, so we've got a Sun team here. So we've got a Koraidon, a Murkrow, a Fluttermane, a Raging Bolt, a Chi-Yu, and a Amoonguss. Alrighty, so who do they lead with? Like Chi-Yu, Amoonguss would be the lead I would go with here. I'm just going to lead my standard Indeedee Calyrex and hope they don't go that route. And then in the back, I'll lead Urshifu and I think Torkoal here. Yeah. Let's try that. So they could also lead Koraidon with Fluttermane. They just get a speed boost with Flutter then. And I would be fine with that. Ooh, nice trainer card there. Alrighty. Oh, it's Murkrow and Koraidon, okay. I'm just gonna try some weird foul play shenanigans here. Alright, so just follow me. And just in case I'm going to Terra, Water, and Trick Room. I don't expect, but they might have Snarl on Murkrow. I don't know if Murkrow gets Snarl, but just in case. Let's plan for it. I would expect Foul Play, maybe? I don't think that's going to be enough to take out the Indeedee here. Alrighty, so I Terra, so they are not tearing. They will be both faster than my Calyrex. Alrighty, my Follow Me goes off. And they Collision Course. Ooh, this might knock out. Nope, not quite. And they foul play, but that's fine. Because now I'll get my... I will get my Incineroar in for free. Or not my Incineroar, sorry. My Torkoal. Alright, I'm just going to Eruption here. There's probably a Sash on that Murkrow. And I expect a Protect somewhere, so... Here comes a Terra, likely Terra Fire. On the Koraidon, yep. Oh, no Sash on the Murkrow, okay. Oh yeah, because Murkrow has Eviolite. Duh, I knew that. Alright, I should have high horsepowered then. I do not think this will be quite enough to take out. Yeah, should have high horsepowered. Oh well. Who are they going after? Torkoal? It's fine by me. All right, so I just Weather Ball here. And Glacial Lance, yeah. Oh, and they just canceled the battle. Okay. Well, good game, I guess. Yeah, I think the Weather Ball will take out Torkoal and Glacial Lance will take out the Koraidon, leaving me with 3 Pokemon to their 1 Pokemon and still plenty of turns of Trick Room left. So, good game. Alrighty, so we got a Terapagos team here. So we got a Wellspring Ogerpon, an Incineroar, a Comfey, a Terapagos, a Fluttermane, and a Tornadus. Alright, so who did they lead with here? Terapagos plus Incineroar. And then Terra right away. Take away the terrain so you can then fake out. So I got to be careful of that. So I still think I lead Indeedee. Calyrex here. I definitely bring Urshifu in the back. I could bring Gallade for... Yeah, I think I bring Gallade here. Yeah, I bring Gallade for Wide Guard. Or do I bring Torkoal for power? Yeah, I think I bring Gallade here. Let's try this. Definitely need to see what they lead with. So when Terapagos Terras, the terrain is taken away, so they could then take away my psychic terrain and then fake out. So I'll need to plan for that accordingly. Oh, it's just Tornadus and Incineroar. Okay, I'm fine with that. Alright, what are they planning to do with Tornadus here? Interesting. Alright, so I follow me here. And I Trick Room. A knockoff, unless it's full attack, shouldn't be enough. They just Bleak Wind, that's fine. They crit my Indeedee, so this will knock out, which is fine. Wish I had Torkoal now. Alright, so I definitely have to Terra Water here. And bring Gallade. So I'm going to Sacred Sword and Terra Water. Glacial Lance here. If they are a sashed Tornadus, that's unfortunate. But we'll see what happens. So I Terra first. Because we are under Trick Room, my Calyrex is the fastest thing. I'm hoping my Gallade is faster than the Incineroar, but it might not be. They just protect Tornadus, fine with me. So Glacial Lance will get some chip. Their Incineroar is faster, so the knockoff, that's fine with me. And then Sacred Sword takes him out. Perfect. All right, let's see who they bring out. They bring out Terapagos. Alrighty. So I think I just Wide Guard here and Glacial Lance. Yeah, because they're going to protect anyway. Yep, and they are Sash. That's what I thought. And they use Bleak Wind, but we get protected by the Wide Guard. All right, so now I just Sacred Sword the Terapagos plus Glacial Lance. And they might protect the Tornadus here. They are trying to stall out Trick Room as much as possible. Okay, they are going to Terra, which means they lose their multi-scale. The Terra Shell, or I can't remember exactly the name of it. They taught me, that's fine. I'm not actually going for Wide Guard. Right, so I get my boost. Please be faster. Yes. Yes! All right. Whew. And thank you, Scope Lens, for the crit. Alrighty, so we've got 3 Pokemon left. I cannot protect or Wide Guard with my Gallade, which is unfortunate. And they just have a Comfy left. Okay, well, I'm not super worried about that. All right, I'm going to Psycho Cut plus Glacial Lance. And they just canceled the battle. Whew. Good game. That was terrifying with the Terapagos, but we made it. All right, we have a Zamazenta team with a Roaring Moon, an Annihilape, a Tinglu, a Raging Bolt, and a Pelipper. Oh my goodness. All right, so who do they lead? So I definitely expect either a Roaring Moon, Zamazenta lead, or a Pelipper. They don't have terrain control at all, which is good. How do I want to handle this? So yeah, knockoff from Roaring Moon will take out Indeedee, guaranteed. So I have to be careful there. They could have Taunt on the Tinglu, although that's likely Assault Vested, I'm guessing. I definitely bring Torkoal here. So yeah, so I think I lead my standard, bring Torkoal in the back, and then have Urshifu as well. But I have to be extra careful here. I have to see who they lead. Roaring Moon Annihilape. Interesting. Okay. This is definitely, I feel like, a Final Gambit Roaring Moon. Or Final Gambit. So I am going to have to Terra here, unfortunately. And follow me. And then Trick Room. Alrighty, let's try it out. So the knockoff should go first. Yep. And that's a crit. Okay. And then final Gambit. Yep, perfect. So had I not Terra'd there, the knockoff would have taken out my... Would have completely taken out my Indeedee, and then the final Gambit would have went into my Calyrex. So I had to Terra, unfortunately, which is not great because this leaves me super susceptible to a knockoff from the Roaring Moon. So I expect Pelipper to come out here. Oh, it's Zamazenta. Okay. I'm okay with that. Right, what's the Terra, right? Yeah, I feel like I got a Wicked Blow no matter what here. Flush Glacial Lance. Yeah, here comes a Terra. What is it going to be? Terra Fairy? Terra Water. Okay, fine by me. Protect from the Roaring Moon. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it does about half. Yeah, that's fine with me. I'm sashed. Wow, they got the double protect on the Roaring Moon. Alrighty, bye Zamazenta. Yep, here comes Pelipper to put up wide guard. Alright, so I definitely do that. And then high horsepower as well. Yep. If the high horsepower knocks out, then the close combat will go into the Pelipper, but I don't think this will fully knock out. Yeah, no. By Roaring Moon. Alright, it's just Pelipper now. Sweet. Alrighty, so I just Wicked Blow. And I am going to Glacial Lance here. If they wide guard, fine by me. And they just cancel the battle, yeah. They have to attack, so the Glacial Lance will knock them out. Well, bring them to Sash. Wicked Blow will knock them out. So, good game. Alrighty, so we have... Oh, wow. We've got Kyogre, and we've also got Tornadus and Landorus. So we got lots of spread damage here. We have Serena, so no priority, not that I have priority on my team. We also have a Archaludon, and we have a Bronzong, so they have a Trick Room component. So, guess the question is, if they lead Bronzong, then I expect them to try to reverse Trick Room. Or do you think they're in Prison Trick Room? They could be in Prison Trick Room, which would not be great. But I definitely have to lead Gallade here. I think I lead Gallade Calyrex. Oh, I have to bring Torkoal in the back. Yeah, who do they lead with? Like Kyogre, Bronzong? Yeah, let's just try this. And then Urshifu. Yeah. They don't really have priority on their team, so I don't need to really worry too much about any any psychic terrain or anything like that. So we can leave Indeedee behind. Annihilate for Final Gambit. It's kind of up in the air if that will be helpful to me, especially if they have Imprison Trick Room here. All right, so they're just leading spread damage. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so if they have Taunt here, that's a problem. That could be why I wanted to have. All right, so just in case, let's do this. Okay. I don't get why they did that. Okay. Buy both your genies. Unless one of them is sashed. Yeah, one of them is sashed. Okay. Serena, okay. I forgot, does Serena get fighting moves? Ooh. Well, I'm gonna wide guard. Does Serena get fighting moves? Trying to look it up quick. It does get high jump kick. I'm just gonna try to set Trick Room and hope they don't have a fighting move on it. Yep, there goes Bleak Wind, okay. Please no high jump kick. Okay, Bullet Seed. Oh, that's fine. Woo! Okay. Oh, man. Oh, that's stressful. All right, Trick Room is out. I am going to just Sacred Sword this slot, and I'm going to Glacial Lance. The Glacial Lance should pick this up unless they somehow protect. Perfect. Poor Gallade. All right, here comes Kyogre now. So I think I'm just gonna Terra, Leaf Blade, and I'm gonna protect for a turn. Oh, and they just cancel the battle. So the idea there is protect, let Leaf Blade get off some damage. That might even KO. But they could have a weird Terra, like a Terra Grass or something. And then bring in Torkoal if they knock out Gallade, which would be fine with me. And then I would be able to just take it from there because I'd have weather control from there. So, good game. And welcome back. So those were some fun battles. I know as the meta develops, this team is going to grow a little stale, but I'm planning to make a few adjustments to this team and bring it to a PC this coming weekend to see how well it develops. I'm planning this team around for LA, hopefully. So I'm going to kind of slowly keep developing it and see what happens. But I'm really enjoying it so far. I love Calyrex Ice Rider, and I really hope you enjoyed the battles. If you did, I'd appreciate a like, a subscribe, or leave a comment. Thanks, everyone. Happy battling.